I decided to work in the conservation field because originally I was in corporate for over 25 years and kind of got burned out from it. And I got my degree in landscape architecture many years ago, and it seemed like a really good fit.
In this state, we really need to preserve the land so we have a chance to preserve the farmer. If we don't have land, we can't preserve the farmer.
I'm here with my own business, Robson's Farm. So I have a 40-acre vegetable and flower farm in central New Jersey in Burlington County.
My name is Nina White. I am farming on Bobolink Dairy and Bakehouse, and we are a 185-acre preserved farm in Hunterdon County.
My name is Ed Vaith, and I'm CEO and top beekeeper for Neshannock Valley Beekeepers. I'm a new potential vendor with the association, and my reason for being here is that this directly relates to my profession, which is beekeeping, pollination, and honey production.
I think a lot of times people get stuck in their everyday lives in their little urban areas, and and they never really get out of it. And when they can, without organizations like this, they wouldn't be able to do it in such a good way.
One thing farmers, are starting to realize, and we like to them infer, they don't have to say, but basically if farmers weren't farming this land, their neighbors wouldn't be able to afford their suburban lifestyle.
I didn't want to have anything to do with cities or any kind of urban development. And here I am now, several decades later, and I am a licensed planner. I lead a planning program in our department, and I think that planning is the most significant way that a profession can impact the environment for the better.
We're doing heat signature work on deer density studies in New Jersey and in Pennsylvania right now, and we know that for the first time ever, this work can become affordable and the quality has gone way up, so we can provide that service for landowners and conservationists now.
Urban planning, or even landscape planning, environmental planning, is really a professional way of protecting the environment. Rather than just being an activist about it, you could really make a whole career that is based in the profession of how to manage land.
I think what draws me to conservation is that the whole idea of not losing the space that we have out there. The way I look at it here in New Jersey is, if we didn't have conservation like we do, it'd be all concrete and asphalt.
And when we would be finding different points in the woods, so completely random points that you have to scramble over rocks and it's off trail, and we would come to these amazing views and be there together, and it was an experience that I had with someone who's a part of my day-to-day life, super close to.
We make 100% grass-fed raw cow's milk cheeses. We make wood-fired rustic breads from locally grown grains.
I wouldn't have a job, I wouldn't have a business, I would have, nothing if I didn't have the farm. So my parents had the forward thought to preserve the farm, so now it's my farm, and producing and trying to do some good things with it.
My dad was a junior high science teacher, and so he had 8 kids, and for enjoyment, that's what we would do. We would go out and collect things. Now it's early March. I know every year in late March, it's the time when we would go out and scoop fairy shrimp from the bogs around our house and other pond water, and we'd dip buckets in and put them in jars for his kids at school to see that there was all kinds of life in the bogs. So what kids might not think that anything was there.
Just changing people's perspective, I think, is probably the hardest thing to do sometimes, to get them to support, people that aren't typically a supporter of conservation, let's say, pulling them in to show them what it really does, instead of having these preconceived ideas of what conservation is, and they're a tree hugger or this or that, or, and it does so much more, opening their eyes up.